Yo guys, and welcome back to Ace 110, and today we're going to talk about Misfits 12 and what a card it was, knockouts, tough fights. Let's not waste time and let's straight go in. So let's start with the prelims. The first fight of the night on the prelims was Joey Knight v Most Wanted. This fight was basically Most Wanted had the heart, but Joey Knight was more technically better. He was more precise. He was landing very good shots and knocked him out in the third night. It was a good call by the referee to stop it because Most Wanted was getting hit like very bad. But that kid has heart. That guy has heart. I don't know. He's 18 or 9. There's very young people on this card. Like Most Wanted is about 19. I think Ben was about 19, and yeah, it's very. He looks very good. I think Joey had more experience. Apparently, he had 7 fights before as well, and he won all of them. Like I think they were time ago, but still he had experience on his belt, and you could see Joey Knight looked very good. I think this was a lightweight. Yeah, this was lightweight. I think they were around 138 pounds, both of them. So this was the lightweight. So the thing I personally think, for Joey Knight, what could be next after this, after very good um, knockout, very good performance. I think Fox the G could be the next one. Fox the G, like I'm gonna talk about it, but Fox the G could be good. I think Yuddy Gang could be a good fight, and maybe Waleed, but I don't know yet. I think Yuddy Gang, maybe like a pap, maybe like a one more deep, not not amazing but decent fighter, or Fox could be amazing fight because both looked very good. But Fox shocked everyone. But we're gonna talk about that in the later. And then we're gonna go with the next prelim fight, which was against Miles Raksuri DTG. Man, this guy lost against Halal Ham. Did not look good. Like he was just he did not look good from knocking 2 people out back to back, and he looked so better. I think him for what his next fight, I think he needs to now because he has a lot of experience. I don't think stop pushing him to the debuts because I think he's dangerous for them. Because Miles was a debut and he DTG had 2 fights on his hand already. I think so I'll talk what could be next for both. I think for DTG, I think give him a more experienced fighter now. Maybe Minicon, maybe that Jake the Viking who had 1 fight in his hand. Maybe someone like a Chase could be good. Maybe Arms, I don't know. Arms, I think right now is on a thingy. Maybe I think heavyweight. The problem is there's so many less heavyweights who have quite a lot of fights. The only people that chase them all Minicon, Tempo Arts. I think these are the most people in the influencer scene, or DTG now as well. So maybe someone who has some experience and is influencer. Maybe Minicon. I don't like him. I think he's rubbish, but maybe, or maybe that Papi Luisto guy who fights as well. Apparently he wins, but he doesn't look good. But it could be a good fight. DDG might get the knockout and maybe get a heavyweight title. So we don't know. I think a more experienced person for DTG. Miles, I think there's Master Uguay for him. There's Essex. That would be a great fight for him because I think it was his first fight. He tried his best. He didn't get knocked out as Essex did. At least he gave a bit of a fight, but DTG is just too good and knocked him out. And Miles got knocked, got TKO'd and technical knockout. And I think these 2 fights could be good for Miles next. Like they're the same record. They lost, they got knocked out as well. So either Master Uguay or Essex will be a great fight. I think Miles with Essex will be a great fight. Up next we come with the first event of the main card, Chase the Movie Minicon, which was more like I think this fight was so scrappy. Like it was entertaining, but for the wrong reasons. Like it was just so scrappy. I think Chase first round, Chase was amazing. Like the knockdown he did. I don't know why he did not do that. The more I know, Minicon likes to come in more and tries to put his body weight more, and we all know that. And if you try to do with a guy who's heavier than him, 244 pounds, of course he was getting pushed a lot down and there was too much hugging and scrapping, and it was a very scrappy fight. I think there was after the first round there was so less punches thrown, but Chase finally gets his first win, unanimous decision. But the thing with Chase, I would say, is I think he needs to punch more and punch more hooks. He punches good straight dabs, but his hooks are still very slingy. If he needs to beat tempo, he cannot go unanimous. He knows what happened last time. He has to go for the knockout, or he has to go full on, full mode, go on. Because I looked at back fight, tempo was still hitting quite a lot of body jabs as well, and that was maybe the reason judges swung there. So he has to put a statement. I think most likely that's the fight he wants if he wants the heavyweight title. And this could be a new chapter. Minicon, I think he's rubbish, man. I don't know what he's doing, but as I said, he could be. Just give him like stepping stones now in there. Like give him next fight DGG. He's just a stepping stone now for fights to get their win. Basically, that's what Minicon is. I don't rate him at all. He's not good. He guesses. He's too scrappy and he loves to hug. So not my type fighter. And then we have the second card of the main event. Let me remember. Was it? Yeah, it was Ben Williams versus Fes Basista. What a fight this was! Like, my God, this won the whole round as well. Unanimous decision for Ben Williams. Ben Williams was so good. This young lad is good. He came on fire, but Fes Basista had heart and stuff. So he's a great entertainer, Fes. But Ben Williams was amazing. Like, he was explosive. You can see the youngness in him. He was fast. He was quick. I think he was around. Yeah, this is middleweight. So maybe Jarvis could be. He could be eyeing for the welterweight. What you say? Belt. But before that, obviously, I think he wanted to fight Ed, but I don't know if he wants to fight Ed anymore because after what happened, maybe that fight could still be on. I think that would be great for Ben because Ed has 3 fights now. How many fights does Ed have? Let me remember. Ed has. Yeah, he has 5 fights, from which he has 2 he lost. Huh? No, he doesn't have 5. 4 fights, sorry. 4 fights, which 2 lost, 2 win. 2 win came from Swarms and Simple Simon, and 2 losses came from Blue. So it's not a bad opponent. He has experience. Still, even though he lost against Pineda this night, he still is explosive man. And I think that's the fight I want to see because Ben is 3-0, and maybe to elevate him, I think Ed could be a good fight. And then maybe he goes to fight Jarvis, or maybe fights Nick Lamau, B. Dave. There's quite a lot of people in that 155 welter division he can fight. Loads of people. Blueface. He could, yeah, I think fight Ed, maybe then Blueface. It could be a good one. He has future for sure. And Fes Basista, again, he has future. He looks good. He could fight B. Dave, Nick Lamau, all of these guys, and maybe grow as well. Try to get better. So both have, but Ben, amazing performance. Then we have, oh my God, this fight like shocked me. Like I thought Fox would win, but I did not think Fox would win in this fashion. And he said he left everything behind. He left his family behind. He left this behind. Small Spider all the way was making fun of his age, that he's young, he's not a man. He showed what he is. My God. First round KO, like Small Spider came in with another fiery thing, and I think that's could be a reason. That's what Fox is more technical, and he has power. He is looking dangerous for that lightweight. I think lightweight division is looking dangerous now. Like 2 new guys have came on, Joey Knight and Fox the G, and both are looking amazing. Both got knockouts, and Fox got an amazing knockout. Like Fox's knockout. I'm going to talk about the next knockout, but this, I think, 100% knockout of the night. This was so good, like 1-2, like he knocked him down and then he knocked him out again. What is next for Fox? I think next for Fox will be Dean the Great. I think is the fight he's trying to work his way forward for, but he needs to fight more. Maybe in a year he fights him. Dean the Great is just like, I want to fight Shakur Stevenson, Tank. Obviously not. I'm telling you, Yadig. For that, if you want to fight that, I think you need to start up. Obviously, you can still spar them, but if you're realistically thinking that, start fighting MMA fighters, then start fighting pro boxers on the lower card, and then keep on going. And then when you're on 15-0 with some pro boxers on your belt and some MMA guys you're beating, then maybe you could, like Jake Paul's doing right now. He wants to be professional as well, which is doing good. He lost against Tommy, and he's fighting bums right now, but fair enough, he's trying to build it up, innit? He wants to fight Canelo. So, do something like that. Until then, I don't think you need to be still realistic and stay. If you want to breach the pro, fair enough. He is a very good boxer, but that fight will be amazing to see. But as I said, Joey Knight v Fox the G, that could be the next fight. I think that would be amazing. Fox versus, I think Fred. The thing about Fred is Fred has to fight someone like to do maybe fight Small Spider J. You get me? If he beats you, we know Fred is not good. If he beats Small Spider J, very good like Fox did, fair enough. Because Fox is that knockout against a guy who beat Puliaro so badly. A guy who was, Fox was the underdog here, and he beat him in one punch, two, not one punch, but you get me like one round, such a great fashion. So Fox wants to fight Adam Sandler. I think that would be a great fight as well. I think Fox the G is 3-0 now. Yeah, 3-0. So yeah, he had two amateurs. Now he's on Misfits. So Adam Sala could be a great fight for him, and maybe working for that Dean the Great fight at the end to get that belt. Okay, next up we have, this was another KO. There were so many KOs. Like the fights that were not KO, they were scrappy and proper. Like they went each other. Like the Ben Davies one, like the Chase the Moore one, like the Ashworth. They were proper scrappy. And the ones that were not scrappy like that and didn't work, it was such a mix of fights, and which was amazing about this event. That's why I think this is the best non-pay-per-view event. Like, bro. Justin showed he's here to stay. He beaten not Logan Paul, whose name is actually Rudney Purtison. First round knockout. Justin is looking good. He looked good with his. We couldn't see a lot, but he looked good with his jabs. He looks quick. He looks fast. He looks good. He looks. We don't know about his cardio, of course, because it didn't went later rounds. And he said he would get a first round knockout, and he did. So Tristan, good one. He could fight quite a lot of people. There's quite a lot of people in that cruiserweight division. Obviously, there's Logan Paul, but he's not going to fight him right now. But he could fight. He said Kenny could be a one. Who else could fight? Temper. There's other people I think he called out. He called out Kenny and other few names I can't remember. And he wants to stay. He wants to stay. And then we had one of the most anticipated fight for me, especially Ashwak Sergio Reze, which ended in a draw, and I think that's the fairest result that could be happened. Both were good, both were scrappy, both were putting their all into it, and I think it was a very good fight. The only problem I think was with the fight was like it was very much at times going slowing pace. Like I think so both fighters, Ojo Rosa I think looked better. He had more cleaner shots and stuff. So if there's two decisions I would have not been back like Ojo Rosa win or a draw. I think Ashley did not take that. Ojo Rosa could edge it, but personally, first round I think Raksu takes it, second round Ojo takes it, third round Raksu takes it, and the last round Ojo takes it. I think it was a very good scrap, but I think both of them need to have that development which is missing from both of the fighters, which is the reason maybe they cannot come to that level yet. And these two are very similar. They have that one more edging which could make them to the top level, and that is same. And Ojo Rosa, that's the same thing. I think he needs to be more slicker, and not slicker, he's quite slick already, but you get me, like hit more up. But Raksu, main thing is, man, where is those big bangers? Where's the big bangers? He was hitting good jabs and stuff, but the big haymakers he hits, if he hit that, man, he could have got a knockout, and maybe he could have bullied him. I think that was the main problem with Raksu. He wasn't throwing his haymakers. I want to see a rematch. 100%, 100% I want to see this rematch, because it has to happen, because they were going to be the the contenders for the belt of Gabriel Silva v Anthony Taylor, and this is ended in a draw, so it has to be a rematch. And after the rematch, I think they want to do a tag team, fair enough, but first do the rematch, 100%. Now I'm going to talk about the only title fight which was of this event, the co-main event, the only female fight, Aja Bunker v Elle Brook. What a fight that was. That was an amazing fight. And yeah, what a knockout by Elle Brook. She beat the current champion, and it looked like Elle Brook has massively improved, especially from the first fight of this, because this was a rematch. She's improved. Aja Bunker, I think
The fundamentals were wrong. I think she was trying to hang a lot. She was trying to make it scrappy, but I think our book was so sharp and good, and she looked better from the Julie Pocker fight, and she looks very, very skillful, and she shows that she has the experience and everything. And I think it was a very good fight to watch personally, and yeah, the whole event was sick. This fight was amazing. I loved it. And what is next for each other? Age Bunker, obviously, it's disappointing, but she can go down and fight someone in the lightweight if she wants to, or either she can fight some other bone. She has, but what a knockout! Well, Elle Brook for sure. Her IP has gone up. She's the champion now. Obviously, fights will come in, and we have to see. So, what's next for Elbrook? I don't know. She has the belt now. I think fights, of course, will come in. People, other women will want to fight, but I don't know who could be. Astro obviously has left Misfits. Um, Alan Vampiro, I was thinking, Elbrook would be a great fight if Alan Vampiro wants to come down. Aja Bunker could still come on. She's a fighter, but Halebrook was just so good. I think after Julie Pocker and maybe I want to see the Barbie Julie Pocker. And then if Julie Pocker beats Barbie, then I want Barbie v Elbrook. I just want to see how good is actually Barbie. But these are the top three I think are the best. Astro, not just because she's left Misfits, just because she hasn't fought anyone of the caliber who is good. Apart from AJ Bunker I think AJ Bunker was the best one she fought against. Yeah, the rest she fought are not good. Alexa Grace is a debutant and she struggled, and so yeah, I think she's not great, and she just likes to whinge and whine a bit so much. Like everybody's saying this is amazing, and then she's just there whinging and whining. So I don't care about her, but maybe we'll see a new lightweight champion after she's left. So let's see what happens. But let's go with the next fight, the main event. Ed Matthews with Mission got me into like emotions. Like Ginty came in, I was in depression. Swarms came in, I got happy. BDF came in, I was like, what the flip is happening now? Is this like a survivor tag? And then the lights went down when the Undertaker music came. Oh, I was like, Pineda. I think it would be sicker. Um, be sicker if it was actually Swarms and Pineda beat him and Ginty they could have. But then after the fight, oh my god, it was the best idea because what a fight that was. Amazing. But I'm just gonna say stop uh using Pineda as a mystery opponent. Like it's been twice, you cannot feel the same thing again. Pineda's great and I think they should have him on Misfits, but they should not do this. I think the mystery opponent next time if they do it should be someone else different that we never expected. Like, imagine if Swarms came out from the window. Like, I think I was gassed. I was like, oh my god, really, Swarms? And that would have been gas. But overall, the fight was amazing. Pineda's KO. Pineda knocked Ed Matthews out from the ring. I think that is the problem with Ed Matthews. When I was like, people I would say, oh, Ed Matthews will destroy Pineda. I was in my mind, like, if Pineda goes past one round, he'll be in trouble because he gets gassed out. He feels not that bad. And another thing is, Blueface was the same way how he lost, but Blueface it took longer. It took him lower. So I think Blueface, yeah, and people can't now say, oh, he's a pro because when he was going to fight Ed, no, Ed was saying Ed would destroy him. And even against Alex Robbie, he struggled a little bit. So I won't say he's a top level pro, and I won't say he's like not a bad level. I think he's amateur. He's and he can fight these guys. Let's see if he can get that welterweight. And I think it would be amazing if he gets a Misfits belt because he's so liked. Or either the Slimby Pineda in the future could happen. But let's see. Overall, it was a great event. And yeah.
So that's all. Misfits in the Misfits 12 was amazing. I loved it. It was so good, and I'm happy I have in my DAZN subscription. No way, DAZN hasn't paid me promotion or anything. I'm just saying like because I'm gassed. But overall, I'm happy and I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited for the next event. And as I said, pay per view has huge pressure now. The next pay per view, because Prime Card was amazing. The non pay per views are like literally pay per view level. The fighters are amazing, and I think it's just building and building. And the new people coming out. I think this was a proper one where there was so many. There's 8 debutants, and all of them were amazing, and they give an impression, a good impression. And yeah, let's see what happens. I think all of the debuts who came have bright futures in this scene. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.